Hello friends, welcome back. Let's proceed with more examples of JavaScript numbers. Okay, you must have heard of the term hexadecimal. Now hexadecimal in JavaScript, uh, hexadecimal is interpreted as a numeric constant, and if the number is preceded by 0, for example 0, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 2, 3, 3, or 09 or 0876, any number that is preceded by 0 is considered to be hexadecimal. All right, so you need to be very careful. Let's look at this example here. Let me show you a quick example. Let me delete this. All right, so in this example I will show you how JavaScript interprets numbers. Doc type HTML, open up HTML tag, open up the body tag, open up the paragraph and say numeric constants preceded by 0, okay, 0 or followed by x, any number, okay, x, any number are interpreted as hexadecimal. Okay, hexadecimal is also a number notation system recognized by the internet browser, the HTML program. Okay, the button on click is equal to my function. Okay, you're going to call my function when the button is clicked. So we create the button at the same time, we call the function associated with the button at the same time, and the label is also there. Okay, PID is equal to demo. All right, and script function my function document dot get element by id demo dot inner HTML is equal to, for example, okay, 0xff is equal to plus 0xff, end of statement marker, and the function and the script tag and body and HTML tag. Okay, I'm going to save this file as JavaScript numbers 4. File save as, okay, and also want to save it as HTML file. All right, and let's find this file here. There you go. All right, numeric constants preceded by 0 are interpreted as hexadecimal, and if you try it, 0xff is 255. There is a conversion table. Let me show it to you. Okay, the problem here was that JavaScript would consider 0xff to be hexadecimal number, okay, and it will not consider it as a decimal number with a base of 10. That's what we're using right now, right? When we say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's a base of 0 to 9. That's a base 10. Base 10 is decimal. Hexadecimal is base 16, and it is composed of alphanumeric digits. Okay, and if you precede any number by 0, JavaScript would think that this is a hexadecimal number, and what it's going to do is it's going to try to convert it. So what in this case, we just created a hexadecimal converter. Okay, dot inner HTML is equal to, it's given this number and you're supposed to add this number to it. When the inner functioning, okay, this one was added, this one is for display, so JavaScript is not going to bother with it, because anything in the inverted commas, JavaScript is not worried about it. It's just going to display as it is. But as it gets to the operator plus, it knows it's going to add this to the string. But what is it going to add? 0xff. What's 0xff? Automatically it's going to convert it into base 10. Okay, I have this website here that I was looking at, and it's called hexadecimal to decimal converter. Okay, this is an online converter, and if you have any value like this one, 0xff, or any value you have in hexadecimal, just to check if JavaScript is doing it right, you can use this online calculator. Okay, and the answer is 255. All right, and it also shows you how you can do the calculation, but that's beyond the scope of this class. But just letting you know, you can use this page. It's just type in the Google search, type binaryhexconverter.com. okay, and you should be able to find this site here easily. Okay, so okay, that's good to know. All right, then let's do another example. Let me delete this first, and I'm going to save it as numbers 5. All right, in this example, I will show you how you can create a short program, your mini JavaScript converter that converts, from decimal to hexadecimal to octal to binary, okay, using the ToString method. Very interesting. What you just learned here, what you just did here in this website, the converter, this is the program behind it that we're just going to work on right now. Okay, so this is where JavaScript becomes powerful and exciting, and you can see its application online. Okay, doc type HTML, open up the HTML tag, open up the body tag, and say p the ToString. Okay, ToString, what would ToString do? Convert anything to string or text, right? The ToString method can output numbers as base 16, that is hex, base 8, that is octal, or base 2, that is binary. Okay, close the paragraph tag. Okay, open up the paragraph tag and say id is equal to demo. Okay, and close the paragraph tag, and open the button tag and say button on click is equal to my function. Okay, and say try it. And what will my function do? Let's look at that. Open up the script tag, function, my function, open up the curly bracket and say after a tab var my number is equal to 128. Okay, and then do document dot get element by id demo dot inner html is equal to 128 is equal to space inverted commas close plus. Okay, we're not ending the statement here, we're just adding tabs so that it makes sense when we read my number. It's one whole line. We're going to break it into several lines. My number decimal, okay, plus there's a space here, decimal comma inverted commas open plus, okay, hit tab, return and tab, my number dot to string to the base 16, okay, 16 plus space hexadecimal comma, where comma is closed, plus tab, my number dot to string 8 plus octal plus tab, my number dot to string 2 plus binary. Let's see what happens. Okay, and close the curly bracket, close the script tag, close the body, and finally close the HTML tag. Perfect. Let me save this file. I've already saved it as a text file. I want to save it as the HTML file. Okay, pause this screen and make sure that you've not made any mistakes. And let's look at, all right, so the ToString method can output numbers as base 16, base 8, or base 2. Try it. Okay, 128 is decimal, hexadecimal is 80, 200 is octal, and this whole number is binary, ones and zeros. We don't count it as 10, 100, million, thousands. No, binaries counted as ones and zeros. So this is the method to do it. ToString. The ToString method can output numbers as base 16, base 8, base 2. Okay, so the base 10 was the number given, this guy here. Okay, and you will get the answers to base 16, you will get the answers to base 8, and you will get the answers to base 2 with the aid of this function ToString. Okay, and what we can do is we can also try to change the number that we have given. For example, the number was 128. Okay, and I want to change the number from 128 to 256 maybe. Okay, let's change this also to 256. Okay, and I'm going to save this file and simply refresh this page. Oops. And I'm going to get ToString method can output numbers as base 16. Okay, let's try it. 256 is 100 hexadecimal, 400 octal, and all of these numbers binary. All right. Okay, so this is how you can create a small JavaScript program of your own, and you can simply add numbers, and with the aid of these numbers you can just simply convert it into binary, you know, decimal, hexadecimal, octal, all of these numbers. All right then. So what you could do is there was another thing that I wanted to share with you, and that was called infinity. Okay, and infinity, how do you achieve infinity? How do you achieve, you divide something by 0, you achieve infinity. Okay, what's the purpose of infinity in JavaScript? I have a small example for you. Just follow the steps. Okay, infinity helps you is return. Okay, it's a return value. If you calculate number outside the largest possible number, I'm going to save this as number 6 in a bit. Let me start typing the program. Doc type HTML. Okay, open up the HTML tag, open up the body tag, open up the paragraph tag, and say infinity is returned if you calculate a number outside the largest possible number, period. Okay. All right. Button on click is equal to my function. Okay. And then say try it and close the button tag. Open up the paragraph tag and say id is equal to demo. Okay, close the paragraph tag. Close the script tag, or open up the script tag and define this function. Function my function. Okay, and open up the curly bracket and say tab var my number is equal to 2 and a statement marker. Okay, here's a spelling mistake here. Okay, tab var txt is equal to double inverted commas and if statement marker, return tab while my number is not equal to infinity, bracket close. Do this. Okay, open up the function and hit enter, hit tab again. Okay, my number is equal to my number multiplied by my number. My number is equal to my number multiplied by my number. Hit enter, tab twice and say text is equal to text plus my number plus break the line, curly bracket closed, enter, tab document dot get element by id demo dot inner html is equal to text curly bracket closed, script, close the script tag, close the body tag and finally close the HTML tag. Okay, let me save this as number 6. Let me save it as .html. There you go. Double click. Infinity is returned if you calculate a number outside the largest possible number. Try it. Okay, so this is what you just achieved here. My number, okay, var my number is equal to 2. You started with 2. Okay, and var text is equal to this. So while my number is not equal to infinity, my number is equal to my number multiplied by my number. Text is equal to text plus my number and break. So text, when you say text, because you want input, you want to show the output. Document dot get element by id dot inner html. This is actually a very neat piece of code here. You are multiplying the number by number. Okay, my number is equal to 2 times 2, that's 4. And text is equal to inverted commas plus, that is space, plus my number plus break. So it's going to display 4 and start with another line. Okay, and then my number, the value of my number is 4. 4 is equal to infinity? No, it's not equal to infinity. It will execute the next line. My number is equal to 4 times 4. Okay, that's 16. And it's going to keep multiplying, keep multiplying, keep multiplying. Okay, till it reaches infinity. Infinity is returned if you calculate a number outside the largest possible number. Okay, the largest possible number is, all of these numbers. This is the largest possible number. Okay, beyond this, infinity is achieved. Interesting, isn't it? I find this very interesting. In fact, I have 2 more examples that will demonstrate infinity. Let's look at that in the next video. Okay, I'll see you shortly. Take care.